Hello friends, in the fourth lecture about pointer, we will discuss today array of pointers and some example programs. Array of pointers. We can also have array of pointers like simple array of simple variables. So in a similar way, there may be array of pointers. Pointers are very helpful in handling character array with rows of varying length. If we write the name of any person, so number of characters in one name may be different from the number of characters in another name. So while handling such type of the situation, pointers are very helpful. Now in this example, char asterisk name in square bracket 3. We define here a character type pointer array that has 3 elements, and in out right side of the assignment operator within open and close brace that ends with the semicolon, 3 string are written, that is Adam, Chris and Daniel. And here we see that these 3 strings have different characters. Now see same array without using pointer. To store these names, we can define a character array name like this one, that is using 3 rows and 20 columns, because here we are having members have different characters in each string, and that's why maximum characters in a particular row may be 20. Using pointers, here strings are stored like this one. The first string, the second string, and this is a third string. So pointer variable stores first address of the first character in every string, and it is declared like this one. Only 3 locations for pointers, which will point to the first character of their respective string. Then without pointer, the strings are arranged in 3 rows and maximum of 20 columns, because name of person or characters in name of different person may be different. So it is taken a maximum of 20 character. So these much memory location, because each character is stored in one memory location. So these much location are required. In some situation, some locations are not used by the character strings. That's why in the second approach, memory wastage is more. Hence, it is preferred to use pointer in such cases. Arrays are closely related to the pointers in C programming, but the important difference between them is that pointer variable takes different addresses as value, whereas in case of the array it is fixed. Let us see the example program. So in this example program, we are familiar with the first statement, that is used to include the standard input output.h header file in our program. Then within a open and close brace of the main function, first statement declares a character type array char that can contains the four elements, four characters. Then int I semicolon declare the integer variable I. Then using the for looping statement for I equal to 0 semicolon I less than 4 semicolon plus plus I. Printf address of char in square brackets %d. So at this point compiler searches for the variable and value of variable, that is here 0. So first character char 0 is printed here equals %u. So here again as u is used for printing the address of the first character. So ampersand char I, what is address of this first element of the character, that is printed here. So in this way all the addresses corresponding to each character gets printed using by this printf statement. And when condition becomes false, control comes out of the for looping statement and at the end return 0, that ends the program. So we get the output like this one, address of char 0 here. What is the address randomly taken, that is printed here, but it is increasing in order. Notice that there is an equal difference between of 1 byte between any two consecutive elements of array char. So each memory location increases by 1 byte only, because each memory location has capacity of storing 1 byte. So here we are finding that 4 memory location required to store the 4 elements of the char array are there. But since pointers just points at the location of another variable, it can store any address. But here there is a contiguous memory location for each element. Relation between arrays and pointers. Consider an array int ar4 semicolon. So using this statement we define integer array ar that can store the 4 elements that would be of integer type. So these statement here, first element is stored in this memory location, second is element is stored in the second memory location. So in this way 4 memory locations are needed to store elements of the ar. And here this is the index number, r0 indicate the first element, r1 indicate the second element, like that one. Name of the array always points to the address of the first element of an array. So what is the name of the array? Here name is the ar. So ar is always points to the first element of the array, that is r0. So whether we write r0, this indicates the first element. So if we have to find the address of the first element, then we have to write the ampersand r0. or simply if we write the R, so this always points to the address of the first element. In the above example, R and ampersand R0 points to the address of the first element. So this R can be taken as a pointer that points to the address of the first element of the array. Ampersand R0 is equivalent to the R. Since the addresses of both are the same, the value of R and ampersand R0 are also the same. R0 is equivalent to asterisk R, that is value of an address of the pointer. So this name of the array R acts as a pointer variable here. Ampersand R1 is equivalent to the R plus 1. Next memory location for the next element of the array R, and R1 is equivalent to the, this indicate the element of the array R, second element, and so this is equivalent to the asterisk R plus 1. What is data is stored in the R plus 1 memory location. And in a similar way, ampersand R2 is equivalent to the R plus 2, and R2 is equivalent to the asterisk R plus 2. What is data in this memory location? So in this way, we can access either using the ampersand sign or using the name of the R as a pointer variable. And in a general form, ampersand Ri is equivalent to the R plus I, and Ri is equivalent to ampersand asterisk R plus I. Now let us take the first example program. In this example program, declaration of an array and use a pointer to alter the data of an array. The example program may be like this one. First statement of the main function int I comma classes 6 comma sum equal to 0 semicolon declares the integer variable I and integer array classes that can store the 6 elements that may be of character type, and third integer variable sum, and its value is initialized to the 0. The next statement prints enter 6 characters colon on the output screen. So reading this message on the output screen, user enter the 6 character. So that is taken in using the for looping statement one by one. So here for I equal to 0 semicolon I less than 6 semicolon plus plus I. So first statement of the in the body of the for loop is scan a %d. So first character is taken in and stored in this memory location because name of the array indicate the first location. So classes plus 0, this memory location plus 0, that is first memory location. What is the memory location of classes? In that one, first character is stored in, and then sum plus equal to asterisk classes plus I. So what is the data in the this memory location, that is added to the sum and assigned to the previous left side variable sum. So data is stored in this memory location is added and assigned to the left side variable that has initial value of 0. Then the value of I is incremented. And again condition is true. Then again second value of the array element is taken in and is stored in the classes plus I. So here value of I is 1, that is in the next memory location. If it is integer data, then memory location will be first memory location plus 2. So in that memory location second integer data is stored, and then sum plus equals asterisk classes plus I. What is the second data? That is added to the previous sum, and total sum is stored with the left side variable sum. So in this way, till condition is true, that is a condition is true till value of I is equal to 5. So from 0 to 5, 6 numbers are taken in and those are added using the for looping statement. And when value of I becomes equal to 6, condition becomes false, and then control comes out of the for looping statement, and outside of the for looping statement is the printf statement. So sum equals %d comma sum. What is the value of sum? That is 6 number, that is printed at this point, and return 0 statement inform operating system that program is executed accurately. So when this program is run, we get the output like this one. Enter 6 number, then we enter 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and then these numbers are added and we get the sum 24. Now let us take the next example. C program to access array elements using the pointer. Here we are going to access the array element using the pointer. So in a similar way, we can access the pointer array elements. So a program is just like the previous one with some modification here. First statement in data 5 comma I. So we declare the integer array data that can store the 5 elements and also integer variable I. So printf statement enters elements colon. This message is printed. So user enters the 5 integer data. So for I, using for looping statement, for I equal to 0, semicolon I less than 5, plus I. So using this statement here, we stores the data in specified memory location, because name of the array indicate the address of the first memory location. So first memory location, that is here 0. So memory location plus 0, that becomes the same. So first data is stored in the first memory location, and second data in the, as we are having the integer data, so we need the 2 memory locations to store the integer data. So this address is incremented by the 2. So in the third memory location, second data is stored. So in this way, just using the pointer here, name of the array as a pointer, we can store the 5 elements in different memory location. Then again next statement print if you entered. What you enter, what you user enter. Again using the for looping statement that is printed here. So print a percentage d. So at this point compiler searches for the variable and here asterisk data plus I. So what is the element stored in the first address that is gets printed. Then using the slash n cursor brought to the beginning of the next line and then value of I incremented. So second time also condition is true. So again printf statement is executed and second element is printed. So in this way, using the array name as a pointer, we can access elements of the array and their values can be stored as well as printed. So when we run the program, we get the output like this one. Enter elements. So user enters 26391 and then it prints the enter data, that is you enter 26391. So in this way we discussed that how we discussed that name of the array indicates just can be used just as a pointer because it indicates the address of the first element. So that name is taken as a pointer variable because pointer variable stores the address of the memory location. So name of the array is the same as a pointer variable. So in this way, in this lecture we discussed how to access, how to use the array name as a pointer variable and using that name as a pointer, how to access, store the data of in the array as well as access the data and print that one using the array name as a pointer. So at this point we end our class. So bye and have a nice day till the next period.